Hi guys, so today I will be talking about the Maybelline New York Lavender. Sorry guys, I cannot talk today. But this is just the Lavender Smokes palette. As you can see from the looks of this, I have had it for a while. It is honestly one of my favorite things to use when I'm trying to go for a lavender smoky eye palette. But I just want to show you guys it first before I start talking about it. So originally this package does come with a little applicator. Like I said, I have had it for a while, so I honestly don't know where the applicator is, but it's just like a typical eyeshadow applicator that you would get with any eyeshadow palette. I do want to show you guys all the colors. So this one is kind of like more of like a lightish tannish color. This one kind of resembles this one in a way, but this one is a little more lavendery. Obviously this one is going to be black, guys. That one is a little bit darker. And then that one is like one of my favorite ones to use just to go in with the smoky part. So like I've said before, I have had this palette for a while, and I just want to give you guys a little backstory about how I picked it up and stuff like that. But before I get started on everything about this palette, I actually just want to say a couple things about Maybelline. So if any of you guys love drugstore makeup the way I love drugstore makeup, and I just want to put this out there, like, honestly, the stigma behind drugstore makeup is so upsetting because, you know, like, that's where a lot of people start off. Like, when you're doing your makeup, like, unless you're like super fortunate and you know what you're doing, I just feel like I'm not going to start off when I'm a teenager purchasing $60 palettes and like $40 eyeliners and $1 million mascaras if I don't honestly know what I'm doing. And like, you're just in high school, or like even middle schoolers nowadays are like starting to wear it at an early age. So honestly, like, I don't really like have anything against it at all, but I do think drugstore makeup is a good place to start off. And Maybelline was like one of the staples of my childhood. Like, I remember, like, I used to love Maybelline so much. It used to be like one of my favorite products. Now I have others, but it's just like it was a part of my childhood, so it's like one of those things that you just like cannot let go. Maybelline is like exactly that for me, and it's just always going to be near and dear to my heart. So, but then getting into this eyeshadow palette, I'm a very big believer in palettes. And guys, like, I know this is a palette, but just like palettes with probably over 6 or 7 colors in them, I'm a very big believer in those type of palettes, just because I feel like you're getting your money's worth. Now this palette is very inexpensive, guys, and there's a lot of ups to this palette that I will get into, but just in palettes in general, like, I'm a very firm believer in, if you have like the opportunity to get a palette, I say you suggest them that opposed to buying individuals or just even like 4-color palettes. I just feel like it'll work out for you better, and your money will be spent better. But anyway, yeah. So I really do love this palette. I got actually, like, obviously I've had it for a while now, and like I still choose to keep it around. But I got introduced to this palette. It was my senior year of high school, and we were working on like this little dance, and then one of our dance teachers had told us like we needed to, like, our makeup needed to be very extravagant and very dark. And so me and my best friend, we went out to the store and we were purchasing some makeup and stuff. And believe it or not, guys, this is the very first ever palette that I've ever purchased. So I feel like that's another reason why I can't let it go. But I ended up purchasing this, and I was just like, learned how to do smoky eyes, and it just became my like thing. I don't do them as much as like I used to, but whenever I do them, I try to use at least one color from this palette because it's always going to have a close spot in my heart. But yeah, so anybody who's familiar with a smoky eye, and everybody does it differently, but the reason why I love this palette is because I feel like you can mix it up so much, a lot. So what I do is I start off with a primer for my eyelids, and then I'll go in with this color like I showed you guys a little bit earlier. And then once I go in with this color, so, and actually too, the cool thing about this too is it tells you like where each part is supposed to go. Now I'm just telling you guys how I personally do it, but actually with getting these little palettes, it'll tell you like which one is supposed to be for the crease, the eyelid, like it'll tell you. But I use this all over my eyelid, and then I will go in with this color in my crease, and then to darken my crease a little bit, I'll go in with this color, and then I will put this dark color. So this one actually says crease, but as you guys can see right here, but guys, I don't put this on my crease. So what I'll do is, and then I'll also align my eyes with tape to make sure I'm not getting it anywhere else. But then I'll go in with this color just on like the outer part of my crease, not on like the main part of my crease. And then I'll go back in with this color and on my eyelid again, because 9 times out of 10 you most likely got these ones a little bit on your eyelid. And then I'll blend everything out, and then yeah, I have my smoky eye. But like I showed you guys earlier, these colors are very pigmented. I love the way that they come out. Just be very, very careful though, because especially with this crease color that it's saying, this one is like very, very pigmented in my opinion. So just be very careful with that. But anything other than that, like I really do love this palette. And like I've said before, this is just the Lavender Smokes Maybelline New York palette.